welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Mackenzie. Make sure to click that subscribe button and stick around. Today I am doing one of my most requested videos, which is a SHEIN bikini try-on haul. I typically film these every single month, but I took the month of May off just because I was moving home from college, adjusting to summer, traveling a little bit. But I am back today with 35 SHEIN bikinis under $15. I've got all styles, cheeky, strapless, one pieces, you name it, I've got them all. As always, I will leave links to everything down below so that you guys can shop, and I will also leave my measurements, shipping info, and my coupon code so that you guys can save 15% off your entire purchase. I hope you guys are excited. I know I am, and without further ado, let's hop right on in. If you guys have watched some of my SHEIN bikini hauls before, which I'm sure you have, they tend to be my most viewed videos here on my channel, you know that I tend to go in color order. That's what we're doing today, starting off with just one red swimsuit. I don't usually reach for this color all that much, but I am a huge fan. I actually have this swimsuit in another color. It's one of my favorites, so I had to go ahead and pick it up in another color. This is the perfect amount of coverage. It is high cut, high-waisted, really slims you down in the waist, and it also really elongates the legs, but this is just enough coverage that you can totally be comfortable in this around your family. Very family-friendly suit, and it's this incredible towel-like material, so it dries really easily as well. And then the top just looks like this. This is my absolute favorite kind of triangle top. You will see quite a few triangle tops throughout today's haul just because it's a style that's becoming increasingly popular. The reason I like these so much is that these cups do not move along this lower band, so your boobs are going to stay in place all day. Measurement wise, I am typically an extra small. If the smallest size available is a small, then I'm wearing the small. I'm a 34B in the chest, 25-inch waist, and I love this one. The cups are a little bit smaller along the side, so if you have big boobs, I'd recommend sizing up, but we've got thinner adjustable straps and that silver clasp along the back. Speaking of high-waisted suits, I also grabbed this one, and I love this. One of the best high-rise suits that I've ever grabbed from SHEIN. This is just the right size along my waist. It sucks me in just the right place, and similar to that last suit, we've got that higher cut, high-waisted fit to it that's really flattering. Again, a very family-friendly coverage along the back, at least for me specifically. Keep in mind that everyone's preference is different, and then this is what that top looks like. It's very similar to the red one. As you can tell, it's just that triangle style. Cups do not move, and we've got that same clasp along the back with those adjustable straps. I love this color palette, and this pink makes your tan pop big time. I have this specific suit in a few different colors, and I really like it, so when I saw that they released it in like 10 more, I had to grab it. This is a bright neon pink, and I love this kind of bottom. Personally, I really like high cut bottoms that sit a little bit higher up on the hips because it's really flattering, it elongates the legs, great for pictures, but when it comes to a tan line, I usually prefer like a standard low rise tan line like this. So suits like this where you can kind of like pull them up and down are perfect. You get the best of both worlds for a day at the beach. I like this one. It's a little bit cheekier in the back, but still nothing super crazy. I would personally be comfortable in this for just about any circumstance. I really like that. And then this top has an asymmetrical cut to it. So one of these goes around your neck, and you've got two straps over here, no straps on this side. I like this because it's a fun take on strapless, one shoulder kind of styles, and this hot pink was amazing on. I'm usually not a big pink girl, but I felt that this was really flattering. Moving on into a couple of orange suits. This underwire style is one of my favorites. I have so many suits this style because it is great for tanning. I do not have a pool in my backyard, but although I am in Maryland, I'm still about 2.5–3 hours from Ocean City, so I don't spend a ton of time in the water. However, I do spend a lot of time in a bikini, sitting outside, laying out while I get work done, reading, you know, hanging with friends or whatever. This is one of my favorite styles to get sun in. If you're just specifically tanning, this is great. Gives you a really standard tan line, keeps your boobs in place, but it's also not the most supportive when it comes to like diving under waves, which is why it's a really good suit to lay out in. It's got adjustable straps and that silver clasp along the back. These bottoms ran just a little bit big, but this is one suit that actually gives you a very hefty, good 2 thumbs up amount of coverage along your crotch. I know that that's maybe a taboo topic, but a lot of SHEIN suits run really, really thin down there where you're kind of like, this is a little uncomfy. This one does a really good job of covering up that area. 2 thumbs up for that. And then the back just looks like this, more of a fuller coverage kind of style. You still have a little bit of cheek on display, and I say that with all SHEIN suits, so take that with a grain of salt. Pretty much anything that is full coverage for SHEIN is still a little cheeky, but I really like this, and it's got a cool texture to it, which is fun. This style swimsuit is hands down my favorite kind to wear. I promise you guys a top 20 favorite suits in my collection is coming very soon. This style though is my most reached for because this suit is awesome not only for tanning but for swimming. It's great for all purposes and it's very family friendly. It kind of gives you a similar cut to a t-shirt bra. So you've got that underwire that's going to keep your boobs in place. You've got thin adjustable straps that cater to any kind of chest size. You get that thinner tan line, which is what I prefer because tops like this kind of cover it up. And then you've got a silver clasp along the back. Just overall gives you support, but it's like, you know, still makes your boobs look a little good. And then this is what the bottoms look like. These ones are not a raw cut, so as you can tell, they've got that little seam right there, so it's going to keep the sand out of your bottoms. They are a decent amount of coverage in the back, nothing too crazy. But again, these are the kind of bottoms that sit pretty low for tanning, but you can also pull them up higher on your hips if you prefer. I am usually a huge yellow girl in the summertime. It's one of my favorite colors to wear, but I will admit that this was not my favorite swimsuit. The bottoms are the exact same fit and cut as the orange ones I just showed you. As you can tell, they've got that little bit of texture to them. They are thinner on the sides, and this is what the coverage in the back looks like. Nothing too crazy, but you know, not full coverage either. However, this top, this is one of those tops that you can like tie a bunch of different ways, and I want to love these, but I just cannot imagine swimming in them without my whole boob being on display at some point. Like the chances of a nip slip are so great in this, so high, so I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. They're great for photos, they're really sexy, but like I said, kind of a risque suit to be wearing into the water. I also picked up this t-shirt style because I know a lot of you guys have really sensitive skin, and perhaps after a couple of days you just are getting really burnt. Maybe you are trying to cover up a sunburn or just keep some sun off of your chest. A t-shirt style is great for this. I actually really like this. It ties along the back. It's obviously not a tan line that I would ever want, but I totally see the need for t-shirt style tops every now and then. The only thing that I am complaining about with this suit is that the yellows are very different. You can't really tell on camera, but in person they're really different yellows, which I'm kind of confused about. I did like the bottoms, but I also don't feel like this suit did much for me. The t-shirt style is cute, but it's not really flattering. It kind of makes me look a little boxy, but I do like these bottoms because they're the perfect amount of cheeky and they've got no raw hem. So again, they're going to keep that sand out of your bottoms. I did get a little two-toned suit because you guys know I cannot stay away from anything color blocked. Usually not a purple girl, but I really like this one mixed with the little bit of yellow. As you can see, we've got about the same amount of coverage in the front as we do in the back, and then this one has got these really cool little tortoise rings along the side. I love things with rings along the side. Anything that's not self-tying. I'm not a huge fan of self-tying bottoms. I have a few of them in today's haul, but I try to stay away from them if I can, just because, you know, I like to know that my bottoms aren't coming off. This is what the top looks like. We've got that kind of like standard tank top sports bra style fit to it. Yellow on one side, purple on the other. This is one that I wouldn't be opposed to removing the pads to. I forgot to mention that all of the pads to all of the suits I've shared so far are removable. I tend to keep them in, but some styles like this, when I feel like you can just kind of see the pad, I will take them out just cause. I absolutely adore any suit that has a sarong that comes with. This one is a really great standard style, again, for tanning, for swimming, for being active in the water. You can really do it all in this. It's just like a standard straight across little suit. You've got a little scoop. I will say that this one runs a little short, so if you do have bigger boobs, perhaps size up because you might run the risk of a little bit of under boob going on. But again, we've got thinner adjustable straps in the back, and I also love suits that have no clasps, no self ties. They're really comfortable. If you're going to be like laying in a chair all day, something like this is really going to kind of keep that like pressure off of that back clasp, which is why I like suits like that. And then this is what the bottoms look like. These are really great coverage to them. The camera's kind of washing them out, but this is a yellow and white cheetah. They are a little cheeky in the back, but nothing super crazy. And these ones are a really great width along the crotch as well. They really do cover up a good chunk, which I like. And then of course this one comes with a little sarong. I love sarongs. They are perfect for that little post beach day snack. Maybe you're grabbing photos, running to the bathroom, hanging out with friends, whatever. I love tying these around my waist at the end of the beach day. Okay, I'm realizing I kind of went off color track for a little bit, but I also grabbed this suit, and this color is incredible. I actually just wore a swimsuit this color the other day, and I loved it. I think it's really complimentary on an olive like base. As you can tell, this one has underwire cups. These are really supportive. They really hold your boobs in place, and these are like pretty thick straps, and they crisscross along the back, which I really like. I love the top to this. However, I'm not a huge fan of the bottoms. These are really skimpy. This is like what I call the diaper style. As you can tell, this material moves along this band, so you can cinch it up really small to cover practically nothing, and you can try your best to spread it out to cover, you know, a decent amount, but either way, you've got a lot on display. These ones also are like a little big in just circumference in general. I have a pretty tiny waist, so I found that I had to pull these up really high in order to like not fall off. Probably would swap the bottoms out if I did decide to wear this, especially around my family, but I do love the color. I actually picked up this suit in a different color because my most sold bathing suit of the month of April was this suit in purple. So many of you guys loved this and purchased it. As you can tell, it's got those gold rings along the sides. If you know me, you know I love anything with that little detail. I think it's really sexy, really chic. It just adds something fun. This is what the bottoms look like. The only reason that I don't love these more than other suits is because it has that white lining, and if you know me, I'm not a huge fan of suits that are lined with white because it kind of peeks through sometimes. These are pretty cheeky. You definitely have to be okay with having a lot on display, and the top is freaking adorable. You've got those thinner adjustable straps, but this gold little like ring detail along the center allows you to have some cleavage. It makes your boobs look really great, and then you've got a self tie along the back. When it comes to self tying things, I always recommend to tie your suit in a knot, then in a bow. If your bow comes undone, you still have a plan B. Very cute color though, and will definitely make that tan pop. I know this one comes in a bunch of different color options. Right, back to the yellow. I've got one more of this color. I loved this suit. If they have it in more colors, I will definitely be grabbing it in more. This is what the bottoms look like. They are definitely much thinner on the sides than some of the other styles I've been sharing, but again, they don't self-tie, which I really like. So personally, I'm really comfortable with something like this. I love them. They're definitely cheekier, probably not something I would be wearing on family vacay, probably just a trip to the beach with my sister, but this is what the top looks like. One of my favorite style tops. I have a bunch of suits like this from Zaful. They do not have adjustable straps, they do not have clasps, they do not have self-ties. It's just two triangle style cups that are like have a lot of coverage. They cover a lot along the sides, and they push your boobs together a little bit in the center to give off a really flattering feel. This is a really pale yellow, almost white, and I love it. Again, it really makes that tan pop. I have never, and I mean never in my life, loved a one piece more than this guy right here. Holy cow, I was not expecting to like this as much as I did. Again, I picked up a t-shirt style because I thought that this would be the perfect option for a day that I've gotten a little too much sun on my chest. You know, I could probably use a day inside, but still want to, you know, enjoy the water and stuff like that. So I grabbed this. It's got padding. It's again one that you could probably go and remove the pads for. I don't think you really need it in there, but it's super high cut. High cut means that you are going to see that low rise like underwear tan line that you might have from, you know, some of the other suits. I think this would be great after like you've been at the beach for a few days and you're really tan. It's neon. It's going to make that tan pop like crazy. It's got a few little lace ups along the sides. What I like about this is it's super high cut, elongates those legs, but it's not like super cheeky either. It's definitely on the cheekier side, but it's not like this is like shoved up your ass crack either, which I like. And then it does tie along the back, which I think is just so fun. Everything about this, I felt like a bad bitch in. Grab it, you need it. I also grabbed this one piece. I've been getting a lot of requests to share more one pieces, so I'm trying my best. I really love this sage green color right now. It's one of my favorites. I think it's incredibly flattering. It looks good on so many different hues, skin tones, and this is what she looks like. The only thing is I feel like this suit fits a little weird. Like it kind of is like saggy because it wants to be like a ruched cut, which is really cute, but like maybe not on a swimsuit. I wanted to love this, but I don't think my boobs are like big enough to fill it out properly, but could definitely work as a bodysuit too. Self ties along the sides. Again, you've got a really high cut going on, which I really like. If you are a little uncomfortable maybe with your figure and you want to look a little bit curvier than you actually are, I would definitely recommend reaching for something like this. I know I'm a little bit boxier in the torso, and a cut like this always makes me feel like an hourglass. I warned you guys that I am on a green kick, so I picked up this triangle style suit, and I will give this one credit. It actually does have like a decent amount of coverage to it for a triangle style top. You have to remind yourself when shopping on Shein, like suits like this have never covered that much. They're not full coverage suits. If you want a full coverage suit, reach for a different style, but like triangle tops are only going to be so supportive. I find that if you tie these around like here first and then around your neck, you get the most amount of support out of them, and you can kind of adjust them to your chest. But this one's got like a really cool material to it. I like the ruched, I like the texture to it. And then this is what the bottoms look like. These are a decent amount of coverage for a triangle style suit. Obviously they're still pretty cheeky, but I didn't feel like these were anything super crazy either. I love this color, and again, they self-tie along the sides, which I usually stay away from, but I was pleasantly surprised by this one. I also grabbed this green one, which is very similar to the last, but it's the diaper style bottoms instead, and holy cow are these tiny. As you can tell, we don't have a lot of coverage going on, but they're gonna make for a killer Instagram photo. I can't wait. I like these because they don't self-tie along the sides, so it's not like my whole bottoms are going to be falling off anytime soon. And then this is what the top looks like. They are very, very tiny cups, but again, you can cinch them, so like don't be fooled. You can move them out just a little bit. They've got a really cute little ruffle along these sides. Definitely a smaller cup than the last green one, but I like the material of this one as well. This is like a ribbed material, and I do prefer the ribbed over the ruched. I can never stay away from a zebra. I think this is actually like my second or third green zebra suit because I love them. They are so fun, and I just feel like I need more pattern in my life, so I picked up these. These are a great family-friendly, fuller coverage option. They still show a little cheek in the back, but overall I would say that these have a really great amount of coverage, especially along the front. You don't have too much, like your coochie is safe in this, you know? I love it. It's very cute. And then this is what the top looks like. It's very similar to that pale yellow one in cut. Again, we've got no adjustable straps, no clasps, but it does keep your chest in place. It's flattering, but it's still functional, and that for me is key, especially when going on family vacation. I know that we have a couple of trips planned with grandparents, things like that, and I will likely be bringing this one with for, you know, days on the lake when we're paddle boarding, tubing, things like that, where you really want to make sure you're staying in place and everything's sucked in there. I have never tried this style bikini, and I loved it. First off, I give all props to olive green. It makes me feel so confident. I love the color on. I really like the style of this suit. We've got like thick adjustable straps, and then you kind of put it on like a front clasping bra, and then you tie this around your torso. I love it because you still have some cleavage, your boobs still look good, and you get like that like fun asymmetrical kind of fit that's really, really popular right now. But you don't feel like it's gonna fall off and that your whole nipple's gonna hang out of it, which is like my fear with some of the other styles that are similar to this. So 2 thumbs up on the top, and then this is what the bottoms look like. They are definitely a little bit skimpier. As you can tell, this one's really thin in the crotch, but still cute. Thank God I have laser. I used to have an obsession with this style swimsuit last year. Like, I mean, I had this in like 3 or 4 colors, and my sister was hooked on it too. If you are headed to a bachelorette weekend or like 21st birthday, like celebration, I feel like this is the perfect bathing suit for it. I don't know why, but that's always what I think of first. It is super plunging. Like, I wouldn't recommend like, you know, going diving under waves and boogie boarding in this. But if you want to feel like a badass, you need this suit. It makes your boobs look incredible, but you still have a lot of coverage in the back, actually. It crisscrosses around the back and then it ties around your waist, making your waist literally look this big. It's super slimming, very flattering, elongates the legs, but you have a decent amount of coverage along your butt too. This color is everything, and like I said, I've been a fan of this for more than 1 year now. I picked up another one of those like t-shirt bra style tops because I just love them. And again, this is very similar in texture to some of those other ones. It's really cool. It's really unique feel to it. Got thin adjustable straps, and then this one clasps along the back. I really, really like this color because again, it makes you look so tan. The bottoms, however, are just a little too big on me. I found that the circumference of them, like I said, was about 1 inch or so too big. I might try to take them in a little bit. I could still, like, when you see them on, you're probably not going to think that, but it's because I have them pulled up really, really high, but they're just like a little loose. Like, if I were in the water, I definitely can imagine that getting tossed around by waves, they would be sliding up and down a little bit. They're really tiny in the crotch, again, as you can see, this style, but it's really flattering, so, you know, take it or leave it. I also grabbed that swimsuit in this blue. I love, love, love blue as well. You're gonna see that I have a lot in this color coming up. The stitching on this one was a little weird. One of the cups was kind of messed up, but I still like the suit. It's got those same bottoms. These ones ran just a little bit smaller in the bottoms. They weren't as big. Okay, I love this swimsuit. I have this in black and white, and when I saw they came out with it in a different color, I had to grab it. These bottoms are so crazy flattering. They are like really thin on the sides, and they sit super high up on your waist. As you can tell, they're a little bit cheekier in the back, a lot of bit cheekier in the back, but like in a really great flattering way. I have the flattest ass ever, so like please don't comment down below and be like, oh my god, this girl is only tan on one side and her butt's small and this. Like, it takes a lot to put yourself out on the internet this way, and I know that you guys love seeing the coverage in the back of swimsuits. I know personally it's really helpful when buying things myself as well, but like that's not a reason to tear someone apart on the internet either, so please remember that. Be nice in the comments. You know, I have feelings too. This is what the top looks like. They kind of look like eye patches because the cups on this are so dinky. These ones do not spread out as much, like they're really tiny, so probably go up in size on the cups, but they're still really cute. They self-tie along the top and the back. Definitely a riskier kind of suit, but one that's really adorable. I love the little color block. I love this high-waisted suit. This is definitely one that I will be bringing on family vacay. I think it's adorable, and again, it's something that's flattering, it's functional, it works for water activity, and when we go to Wisconsin and visit my grandparents, we do a lot of that, jumping off rocks, paddleboarding, things like that. So I love this suit. It's very high-waisted and super high cut, so it really elongates those legs, which you guys know I love. I have a shorter torso too, but I don't feel like this kind of like stumps me down in that area. And then the top is similar to that like red one that I showed you at the beginning. The only difference is this does not have a clasp along the back. It's just one band, so no chance of this flying off. This is a really safe, great option, and look at that color palette. I love the mix of blue and pink floral, adorable. This is another great family-friendly, like safe option all around. This is what the bottoms look like. They are like a low rise, a little bit thicker on the sides, fuller coverage in the back, just a dainty blue and white floral. I really like the bottoms, you know, for feeling comfy around the fam. If you're going on vacation with your boyfriend's family, another great option. Top just looks like this, kind of like that standard bralette style. Nothing super fancy to it. It's not the most flattering style in the world, but it's also a really safe bikini option. No clasps along the back, but it does self-tie along the front, so you can kind of cater this to your chest size, which you guys know I love. All right, we've talked a lot about that like halter kind of bathing suit that crosses a bunch of times. There's like a gazillion ways to tie this kind of top. I keep trying to wear it different ways, and like I think it looks great. Like I feel awesome in it, but like again, I can't imagine wanting to wear this in the water and like being super comfortable. Like when I go to the beach, like I want to play in the water. I want to play colors and dive under waves and like play games, and I just don't think I would feel fully confident doing that in a suit like this. Do I think that I would succeed in making that boy regret his life when posting this on Instagram? Yes, but I don't think that it's like the best option if you're looking for something to swim in. Just nothing this style is, because it moves around so much, but it's great for photos, great for tanning, like, you know, like they're just like certain purposes for certain bikinis. Just want to be fully transparent with you. The bottoms I really like. The bottoms are a good amount of coverage all around. They are a family friendlier option, definitely, and it also comes with the matching sarong, which you guys know I love. This one's like a little mesh one, ties along the side. Very, very cute suit all around, but you know, pick your poison. The next two swimsuits I actually had in other colors, and I loved them so much that I picked them up in, you know, more colors. I have this in a green, and I love this suit. It's in my top 10 favorites from Shein. It's so flattering. It's great for swimming, great for tanning. As you can tell, it's got thinner straps along the sides, and we've got those little gold rings, which I love. Such a cute detail. Cheekier back, but because these aren't like self-tying, it's not really gonna move up your butt crack, which I appreciate. And then this is what the top looks like. I love this kind of top because you can kind of give yourself a boob scoop to, you know, give you some sort of chest, but your boobs aren't spilling out of this either. You're not really running the risk of a nip slip, and I like these because you don't have as much side boobs. Some of those like triangle style tops, like your boob kind of hangs out on the side. This style I don't run into that issue with. There's no silver clasp along the back, but there are thinner adjustable straps. This swimsuit I literally love. It was one of my favorites. Again, we've got a family friendlier bottom. These ones have a really decent amount of coverage to them. I really like the way that these fit. You can wear them a little bit lower, pull them up. I know I've been saying that a lot, but I know what I really like and what works on my body shape now from SHEIN, so I've just kind of been picking up, you know, suits that I know I'll get a lot of use out of. So these ones are great. I'll definitely be bringing this with me on my next beach vacay, and this is what the top looks like. It kind of has more of that like halter style, and they've got actually like surprisingly like a lot of coverage to this. Again, I don't have as much side boob with this specific style because the cups are a little bit bigger, and then this one does tie along the back as well. So 2 self ties, which I'm usually not a huge fan of, but something about this was just so good. And then I also got this one that's like a light floral. I was not expecting to like this as much as I did. It's a little bit cheaper in quality, I think. Like the feel of it isn't as great, not as soft as some of the other ones, but I like that little mix of like pale purple, pink pastels. Love it. The cut of these again is very flattering. They're a little bit cheekier, but like in a really great way. And then this is what the cups look like. They are that like underwire bra style top. They've got a little bit thicker of straps, which I like. I do prefer a thicker strap for days that I want a little more support. So again, if I am going to the beach that day rather than tanning at home, this is one I would bring to the beach, and I would be very comfortable in this swimming and stuff. No fear of this falling off, and I love that color palette. I got this because it kind of reminded me of something that you would see like Roxy or Billabong, you know, like when you're in the little beach stores, but I kind of felt like a zebra in it. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. We've got black and white stripes, and then we've got like another set of stripes with ruffles, and I think the ruffle is what's throwing me off. I like the triangle style top, but like I'm just not 100% sure how I feel about it. And then this is what the bottoms look like. We've got a like string bikini bottom going on, and I don't know. I like it, but they're really, really tiny. Like the coverage in the back is so minimal, and like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about that ruffle. Let me know what you think. I also grabbed this black bikini. I actually have this in the like burnt orange rust color, and it has been my #1 seller in bikinis in 2021. You guys eat this one up. You love it, and I understand why. It's super family friendly. Again, it's flattering, it's functional, it works for everything, blah, 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 blah. But like it is, this one is so great. It's a triangle style top, but it doesn't move along that lower band, so no worries there. And it's got actually like enough coverage to your triangle cups. They're not like eye patches. They actually do have a decent amount of coverage to them. Thin adjustable straps and that clasp along the back, and then the bottoms are super thick, very family friendly. Your whole coochie's not out, your whole butt isn't out. Like these are really, really great, and they're also a super thick double lined material that's got some texture to it. So a great swimsuit all around if you are looking for, you know, a safe option that you can wear time and time again, can feel really comfortable around adults in. This is a great one. And the last bikini I've got is this black one right here. It is very high-waisted, and this one has a lot of coverage around the midriff area. So if you're trying to conceal that area, cover it up a little bit, I highly recommend this one. It's super stretchy, very, very comfortable, which, you know, is you don't always find in bathing suits nowadays. They're not always the most comfy. And then this is what the top looks like. It's got that like little ruched bodice. If you have a larger chest, you will love something like this. It's really gonna hold your boobs in place, kind of give you that support that you need. It's got more of that like sports bra style where you can like move around in, not super booby, and no clasp along the back. You do have adjustable straps though, very flattering style all around. And then last but not least, this was actually the last bathing suit I tried on, and it was without a doubt the worst one. There were bathing suits that I'm not in love with, like head over heels with in this haul, but there was nothing that I hated besides this. This fit me terribly. It was so big, gave me like weird under boob, and it's white, and it's like the bad kind of white that's like kind of not see-through, but like it's not flattering at all. Definitely pass on this. I wish I loved this, but like I don't. All right, everybody, that is going to be all for today's SHEIN bikini try on haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a long one, but thanks for sticking with me. Be sure to let me know which swimsuit was your favorite in the comments down below, and use my code Q4McKenzie15 to save 15% off your next purchase. If you want to see more of these, give this video 2 thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys very soon for my next bathing suit haul. Love you. Peace out, Girl Scouts.